I'm using is a Salar size 9 thread, Uni-Thread 80 in black. I'm simply going to start just at the eye and start to work my way down. Now I'm going to tie in the tag, which is a silver tinsel, oval tinsel. This case is a small. So all the way down, and I'm going to stop just slightly by the points of the hooks. Then I'm going to take 4 turns down, 1, 2, 3, 4, bring the tinsel between the hooks, if you look underneath, and then catch it with your thread, and that should lock it in. Now I'm going to take it up about a couple of millimetres and then back down. What I'm going to do here is I'm trim this away now, because the rib in this fly is going to be silver wire. And that area, that 2mm area, is going to be for the actual tail of the shrimp. It's just a slight variant, so pick one with a good colour anyway, so, and the right length obviously, which can be twice the length of the body, which is normally around about what I like, so twice the length. Now we tie it in by the tip. Now the first thing I'm going to do is remove the fluff. Some of the fluff anyway, and leave what's at the bottom so that you can use this to hold the feather as you wind it. And then I'm just going to come in and catch it in with the tip. Now at this point, make sure you wax your thread, make sure you got some grip there, and fold this back, and keeping hold of the tip you can trim it away. And then the natural curve of the feather towards the back of the hook, and you just fold the fibres, and then you do one turn in front of the other. Just take your time as you wind. Now because I'm using a double here, it's a Salar Double, and the hooks are really sharp. I've got a small toothbrush here, and I'm just going to draw the fibres back as I wind instead of using my fingers, because what will happen, there's more likely that I would catch my finger on one of the points. Now you wind until you're happy with what you've got. Now I'm just going to be a quick look, just see. Each feather slightly different. You'll find one is slightly thicker than the other, the fibres anyway. Now once you're happy, come across your thread, bend the hackle. I like to bend the hackle 90 degrees, which gives it, or keeps the turns very tight if you do that. Then we take the thread up halfway, or to the point where the middle hackle would be, and then remove the stem. At this point I'm just going to check my tail's fine. Looks okay. Nice and tight. Now I'm going to tie in my rib, which is, as I said, is wire, silver wire. You're looking for a small or medium, but small would suit this size. Just going to catch it underneath, the way down, and now we've got silver holographic tinsel. You could use plain if you want. Catch that on the way down. Take it all the way up to the tail, nice and tight, and then bring the thread turns back down this point here. Then remember, that's your body, and then you need that space for the middle hackle, and then your body again, and then you've got 2 hackles at the top plus jungle cock. So then form your body with the holographic tinsel. You can overlap it to build the body up. Get to your thread, cross your thread, 2 or 3 turns and tie it down, and then bring your wire up through. You could use oval tinsel, but to be honest with you, the wire's much stronger. The fly will last that bit longer. And again across. Now just imagine this being the head of a fly, So that's your head length, and then bend and break your wire off. Now, basically at this point, there's some veilings, and what you want to do is, normally it would be, you would use Hackle fibre, but what I'm using here is some grey squirrel dyed, a lovely blue. I'm just going to form, instead of using the Hackle fibre, I'm just going to use this grey squirrel dyed blue. Now, I'm going to take the hair, well I want the blue slightly to the back of the hook, not as long as a middle hackle, and then I'm going to roll it round. You could put some top and bottom, it's up to yourself, and then secure it down. It's a practice, you really got to sit and practice that. And what I'm going to do is trim the hair, the full length, and basically where I would finish the second part of the body, about there. And then I'm going to wax my thread again, carry on all the way up, just tidy up, and then come back down. Tie in my hackle. In this case it's a light magenta. A bigger one here. This is a light magenta, it's a Chinese cock hackle. Now I'm going to tie it in at the area, the length that I want, which is, this is a good hackle, the stem's nice and thin. I'm going to tie it in about a third of the way down from the tip. 2 or 3 turns to hold the tip, fold it back, and then bring the thread back up, ready to catch it in. You can break away tip of the hackle, fold it. Now you're looking probably, again depends how good the fibres are, how thick they are, the number of turns that you need. I would probably, in this case, about 2.5 to 3 turns. And then catch it in, nice and tight. Trim at the length of the second part of the body. I usually draw back these fibres, and again I carry on all the way up. This makes for a better fly if you do this. Nice and tight. And then again the way back down, I'm going to catch in my wire and my silver holographic tinsel. Catch the wire underneath. Catch the holographic on the top. All the way up towards the hackle, and then bring the thread back down. Form your body using the holographic tinsel. Now the space you need at the head area, you've got to be careful really, you don't go too close. Now I've got like just over about 2 mil there, so I should be able to tie in all the materials. Now I've got here obviously, I've got the magenta hackle, I've got a badger hackle, and as well as that I've got some jungle cock. I'm just tidying up the wire once bring my rib through. Just a wee quick look, see how things are sitting. That looks okay. Now I'm going to put some blue squirrel, much like I did at the centre of the fly. Again, encourage the hair all the way around, just using the thread. Good 2 or 3 turns in to secure it. Just leave things as they are just now. You can see that it's actually wound round by the fibres over the front of the eye. So I've got every confidence if I cut this away, I should have a decent layer of the hair round the hook, around the fly. It's important that you wax your thread at this point. Make sure you tie this down nice and tight, and then bring the thread back up. And when you come back in with the brush, just to make sure the hair is brushed round, and that looks okay. First hackle to go on is my light magenta. Again I'm going to pick probably a bit of this case again, third of the way down from the tip. Wee bit of wax. Cross the thread with the tip, draw it back and tuck it in. Break the tip off. Now you could tie the jungle cock in before the magenta hackle. In this case I'm going to obviously tie it all in after. You only really need a kind of turn and a half or so, or two at the most. 90 degree bend into the hackle. Again, make sure you tie it down. Trim away the waste. More wax onto your thread, tidy up. See how things are sitting. It's looking okay. Two small jungle cock eyes. Now, basically what I want is these to go, I like them just slightly longer than the body, much like a wing, just under the length of a wing as you'd say. So, get the length I want, open up the area where I'm going to tie it in. You can draw back some of the fibres and then come, basically you're marking the area where you're tying it in, so it makes it much easier. If you want it up into the fly or along the sides, it's up to yourself, you put them in where you like. Just make sure they're the right length. Very easy to get two different lengths. Taking the thread down and folding these back. Tidy things up now. And then you come in with your badger. Let me take one of these out at a time. It's looking not too bad, you can see there. And we've got a silver badger. This is a cock hackle. And we tie this in by the tip. Now you have to basically tie these in by the tip. The stem's much finer up there, but you'll find it easier to get 2 or 3 turns without too much bulk. Now I'm just folding the hackle back, or the point of the hackle back like I've been doing all the way up. Break that off, and then folding the hackle, and then, as I say, probably a couple of turns would do it. You don't have a lot of room there. As you come up, nice and tight, bring the thread with it. 90-degree bend. As I say, what that does, it locks the turns in and keeps them tight. Now I'm waxing the thread, and much like I've been doing all the way up with the hackles, folding them back, especially this last one. If you can fold it back, you'll be much stronger. Now I'm just going to form my head just now, forgetting everything just now about the fly, just concentrating the head. You can break that off, and then come in and whip finish. Nice and tight. Trim away your thread. And see how things are sitting. Yeah, it looks okay. This times, save your fingers, as I said, come in with the wee brush. Get it to sit the way you like. There's a lot to this dressing. It's not an easy fly to tie, but it's certainly worth it when you're finished. In this case I'm putting some super glue for my first coat of varnish. Allow that to set, and then another coat of varnish or normal varnish over the top, and that's you. And basically that's a slight variant of the Quinn. Quinn shrimp. It's just by the, instead of using Hackle fibre, I've used grey Squirrel. So I hope you enjoyed that. And that's your Quinn shrimp.